Hello and welcome to Sunnyside Nursery's Happy Houseplant class. Today we'll be talking a little bit about winterizing plants. So winterizing houseplants is very important to implement in our Pacific Northwest region. We have less daylight and temperatures get cool very quickly, and then you will definitely see your growth start to slow a little bit. So we'll talk a little bit about some steps that you can take to keep your plants healthy and happy. So watering your plants should decrease in frequency along with the amount of water you use. Plants won't be growing as much and the soil will take longer to dry out, so you'll want to make sure you're extending that watering schedule. And it's still good to check in with your plants like once a week to make sure that they aren't struggling and staying oversaturated. In the coming months, our daylight is going to start to dwindle down and get darker, and so our days will be a lot shorter than they are now. So moving your plants closer to a light source is very important, either a window or a grow light, and remembering that light equals food, and we want to make sure that our plants are nice and happy. Even if you move your plants closer to a light source and ease up on the watering, some plants will still go into semi or full dormancy. You may notice some of the leaves will yellow and drop. Marantas are notorious for this, and so can Ficus benjaminas, and look kind of pathetic. But just make sure that you're doing some researching on winterizing behaviors, especially credible sources online or houseplant books, and if on any plants that you may be worried about. Cool temperatures and wet soil can also lead to leaf drop. Indoor plants do not like to be wet and cold. Indoor plants thrive best between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So check around your home and be aware of leaves touching cold glass on windowsills and cool drafty areas around windows and doors. Also, any standing in water in saucers or in cache pots should be emptied. Being mindful of hot and dry areas is also important. Heat vents and fireplaces dry out plants quickly. So check your moisture levels weekly still, but keep in mind not to overwater. Spider mites love hot, dry conditions, so boosting those humidity levels and consistent cleaning will decrease chances of them getting out of control. So good ways of increasing humidity is by misting, but only mist if you have really good airflow and plants aren't staying wet. You can also group plants together. That will create kind of like a harmonized humidity bubble. And then also using pebble trays. This is a great way to increase like localized humidity around your plants. Pests can live inside over the winter, feasting on your plants while they're trying to rest. They especially target plants that are stressed out. Checking and cleaning your plants regularly will be very helpful to winterizing your plants successfully. Systemics and using biological controls, such as like bugs against bugs, are also really great defenses to keep your plants nice and clean and healthy. Repotting your plants can sometimes be hard to resist, but we do not recommend repotting plants at this time of year. Wait until the spring when our light increases and plants begin to grow regularly again. If you find a pot you can't live without, just drop in your little plant still in its nursery pot and use it as a cache pot until that plant is ready to upgrade. We also do not recommend fertilizing until spring. You want to fertilize plants that are actively growing. Give your plants a bit of a break and resume when you see them pushing out new growth. We hope these winterizing tips are helpful for getting your plants through the winter. You can always email us questions at sunnysidenursery@msn.com, and we are having a houseplant class sale, so it's 20% off all regularly priced plants, and that will run Sunday the 30th through Friday the 4th. So come on in and get some special deals. I'm Houseplant Holly. Bye!